What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is NFL Sunday time. We're getting this early or this late night video posted. So I will have two videos today. You will see an NFL Sunday video as well as an NBA video. So make sure you guys do stick around for both of those. I am going to be picking a winner from this video yesterday, the Saturday's player props. I'm going to pick it twice. So somebody's going to win, or there's going to be two VIP winners from this video. Before we do that, guys, I do want to say we're about to split up these picks and see who wins. We're going to have Cool Ryan take on me in a battle of the picks. Cool Ryan's going to handle the NFL plays, and then I'm going to take care of the NBA myself. So introducing Cool Ryan. Got to put the shades on. Let's get to it. So that being said, I've already said I'm going to pick two winners from yesterday's video to win free VIP. If this video gets 250 likes, I will be selecting two winners for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have NFL Sunday, it's Monday Night Football as well as a Monday NFL slate. So we're going to have two for that video as well. I'm just being generous, man. It's the holiday season. Let's be generous. So if this video gets 250 likes, I will select two winners tomorrow, one for each video. That being said, let's go ahead and pick our winner from yesterday. The first winner is going to be for, drum roll please, no thanks, William Hall, who said, get this money. Well, William, send me a message on Discord, my man. I will get you added for that free month of VIP. I appreciate the love and support from every single one of you guys. If you guys do want to win, make sure you guys are hitting that sub button. We are super close to 40,000 subs, man. That's a huge goal for me. 50K is a massive milestone. I am so grateful for all of you guys. If you are not subbed and you'd hit that sub button, it would mean a lot. But anyways, if you want to get the second winner will be posted in tomorrow's NFL or NBA video. So make sure you guys are watching out for that. Wins from yesterday. So I played light on this slate. I did not play that many slips, and we had a fantastic day, guys. So let's take a look at our first win. We took Clippers money line. Told you guys in the video I like the Clippers to win. $250 won us $465. A nice little dub. And from the night before, we had the Nuggets money line, $250 for $534. Can't remember if I showed that or not, but it cashed. We had the Hawks and the Pistons on a parlay. Now, this was a little bit juiced. It was minus 172. I liked both of these plays a lot. I did not think Zion was going to play. I said it in the Discord for my write-up. I said, I'm pretty sure Zion's going to sit. He got ruled to questionable. Homeboy does not play back-to-backs very often, so I didn't think Zion was going to play. He sat. With Pelicans without Zion's a pretty weak team, and I figured the Hawks would win. So they cleared that pretty easily. Then we had the Pistons versus the Bucks without Giannis. Giannis and friends with no Giannis is just friends, and, just friends ain't beating the Pistons. So took the Pistons money line. I put 2 units on it. I played $500 on this slip. It profited me $290 in profit, so not a huge win, a lot of risk for that little win, but I'll take it every day when it's plays like that. Then we had Suggs with Porzingis. I gave Porzingis for free in the free picks. I ended up buying him from 7.5 down, or 8.5 down to 7.5 to play it a little bit safer. I paired him with Suggs, 150 for 270, and that cashed us out as well. We had a nice teaser for college football, a nice little $1,000 win for the ones who do like college football. I played a 4-team teaser. Don't do them too often, but a 14 teaser did pay us out pretty nicely. Then we had a couple college football plays on parlay play that cashed, as well as this underdog slip, which is $50 max that cashed as well. We did miss our free pick slip. Zubac ended up with 9 rebounds. We needed him for 11. It was kind of a blowout anyways. They were kind of dominating Charlotte, so really sucks there. Harden with like a 50-something point game. Dude freaking dominated. I mean, not much that can be done there. Our other pair did cash. We ended up pairing him with Cade Cunningham assists. It cashed. Unfortunately, Zubac just couldn't get us 11 boards. Now, if you guys do want to get every single one of my plays, my Discord link and WAP link are down in the description. We would love to have you guys a part of the Discord server. The Discord is free to join. But if you want to get every single one of my plays, you just click VIP access here for $10 a week or $25 a month. You can get every single play that I post. Now, if you want to join for free, hit the join free here of a button. It'll give you a Discord link, and you just join that way. Super, super simple. But that being said, guys, if you want free VIP, there are links down in the description. If you sign up for any partnered app, you do get a free month of VIP. I am also running a one-on-one mentorship right now, guys, and we have a lot of slots that have been filled already. I'm taking 30 people max. We got over 100 calls already booked this week. First come, first serve. If you want to be a part of that, fill out the form down in the description. It's the first link you're going to see, a type form. Fill it out. Let me know. We're going to give you a call, and if you guys are interested in that, it is there. But let's go ahead and jump into these free picks. So, lots of games. It's NFL Sunday. I'm not going to go over every single one of these games. I have a select 4 games I want to talk about. Then we'll talk about some player props. So the first game I want to talk about, we'll just go through and pick our winners. Patriots beat the Bengals. That's the first game that I want to, Did I have this? No, I did not. This is not the game that I'm going to talk about because I didn't think it was super competitive. I think it stays competitive. I think the Bengals keep it close. I got the Patriots winning, man. You can look at majority of the money's on the Patriots. You got 83% and then 75%. I hate seeing that number when I'm on a team because that means the whole public's on it, which means upsets happen all the time. An upset could definitely happen here if you think the Bengals win. 335 for plus money is a very, very good line to take. For me, I got the Patriots winning on my pick-em app. I'm taking the Patriots. Not much to say here. I think they're just the better team all around. Next game, we have the Packers versus the Vikings. Vikings, I'm not a huge fan of. They haven't looked very good lately. I'm running with the Packers, even though the Packers have kind of struggled as well. But I am taking Packers. 71% of the money and 53% of the money on the spread on this game are taking Green Bay. So a lot of people got Green Bay winning by at least a touchdown. Don't like the spread, but if you were going to play money line, I could play Green Bay with Patriots and feel pretty confident with that. Next, we have Lions versus Giants. Giants without Scatterboo been looking pretty rough. Jackson Dart struggles a little bit as well, taking the Lions all day, especially at home. Not much to say about that game. And then we start getting to some of these competitive games. Now, we got the Steelers versus the Bears. This is not a game that I'm going to put too much money on because I could see this going either way, to be honest with you. Right now, majority of the money's on the Bears covering a 2.5 point spread, which if you're going to take the Bears to win, I think they cover by a field goal if they win. So just going to go ahead and throw that out there. So if you're going to play one of these lines, I won't take the Bears money line. I don't think. I probably just take their spread at minus 100 and get a good value there. Or you take Pittsburgh money line. Those are the two things. I guess you could get Pittsburgh for plus 102 covering a 2.5 point spread. But that 2.5 number there is there for a reason. If it was 3.5, I'd consider taking it. But at 2.5, man, a field goal still cover, and it makes it hard for me to want to play this line. Now, this is not a game that I'm going to be super involved in. I will say that. So not much I want to talk about on this one. I want to keep this video a little bit shorter because, to be honest with you, your boy's ready for bed. It is 11 p.m. right now recording this, and I'm kind of sleepy. So that being said, the first game I do really want to dive into is going to be the Colts versus the Chiefs. This is going to be a clash of the Titans, man. Right now, the Chiefs are minus 170 favorites at home, 3.5 point spread with a 49.5 point total, so a pretty high scoring total. 67% of the money's on the Chiefs, 56% of the money on the Chiefs covering the spread, and then 66% of the money on the over on this total. Taking a look at these two teams so far this season, the Colts have been a powerhouse. They have won almost every game this season. They are sitting, 8-2 on the season so far. They've lost to the Steelers and they lost to the Rams so far. So it's a team that has a lot of potential, man. You look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the Chiefs. They're on a 2-game loss streak. They got beat by the Broncos in Denver, and then they got beat by the Bills in Buffalo. So 2 games on the road they did lose to. At home, the Chiefs are sitting 4-1. They've only lost 1 game this season, and that was to the reigning Super Bowl champions and the Eagles. You'll never hear me say fly, Eagles fly, because I'm not going to be a hater. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Cool Ryan's not a hater, so let's just forget I said that. Anyways, Chiefs are 4-1 right now at home, and then if you look at the Colts, they are 2-2 on the road, so they've struggled a little bit on the road. They lost to the Steelers and to the Rams. Their only 2 losses this season on the road. Now, they did go to L.A. and beat the Chargers. They went to Tennessee, whooped up on the Titans, but is the Titans really that much of a victory? So Kansas City right now, big favorites, minus 170, pretty strong favorites anyways. It's just very hard for me to not want to run the Colts at plus money. Now, I may just end up running the Colts spread at plus 3.5 because I do think this game stays pretty competitive. But let's take a look at this game in terms of points. So right now, Covers has this game projected to be 21-24. They pretty much have the Chiefs covering the 2.5 point spread, so they have Chiefs minus 2.5. If you come down here and look at these two teams offensively and defensively ranked, if you look at the Colts, they are the first-ranked offense in the league, getting almost 400 yards per offense per game on average. If you look at rushing yards, ranked third in the league, 145 per game. Passing yards, same, 251.6 per game. If you look at the Chiefs' defense, 9th-ranked rushing defense with the 11th-ranked passing defense. On the other side of things, you got the Chiefs, the 7th-ranked offense according to yards per game. And if you look at them, they are the 16th-ranked rushing offense and then the 5th-ranked rushing passing offense. Your boy is struggling, man. I told you, I'm ready for bed. And I'm going to be honest with you. Hold up. Before I get clowned because I can't talk, I can't barely see the freaking words on here because of these stupid glasses. So Cool Ryan is a little bit pissed right now because Cool Ryan only sees orange. So bear with me here. All this stuff, it looks like it's kind of running together. But anyways, if you look at the defense for the Colts, rushing yards, 5th-ranked rush defense in the league at 92.3 yards per game. And if you look at passing yards, they give up 235 passing yards per game, the 25th-ranked passing defense. So they've been struggling. The Chiefs are a pass-first offense. They're going to throw the ball. You got Mahomes with a powerful wide receiver core. So going to be tough for the Colts for sure. I think this game does end up kind of high scoring. Now, the Chiefs defense, man, not bad. So it's really tough, this game, for me to willingly take the Colts on the road versus the Chiefs at home. It's tough, man. It really is. But for the money, plus 170, that's a pretty dang good line. I may put half a unit on the money line instead of taking the spread. But a 3.5 point spread is pretty good. This game should stay pretty competitive, and I'm willing to take a 3.5 point spread right now for minus 108. So that's probably what you're going to see from me in this game. The next game I want to talk about is going to be the we're going to skip the Seahawks versus the Titans. I'm taking Seahawks. We're skipping the Jets versus the Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens, minus 800 favorites. I'm not playing plus 800 for the Jets or for the Titans for that matter. Then we got the Raiders versus the Browns. Now, this is a game that I actually did want to talk about. Right now, the Raiders are minus 168 favorites at home. 3.5 point spread with a 35.5 total. Very, very low scoring total. 53% of the money's on the Browns. 78% of the money's on the Raiders getting 3.5 or giving 3.5, which is kind of freaking crazy in my opinion. If you look at these two teams, both teams with 2 wins out of 10 games, 80% loss rate. Raiders are on a 4-game loss streak, and the Browns are on a 3-game loss streak. So both teams looking horrendous this season so far. On the road, the Browns have 0 wins. They are 0-5, and the Raiders have 1 of their 2 wins at home, which is 1-4. So they haven't looked very good at home either. So it's one of those, like, who knows what's going to happen. Now, Dylan Gabriel is out, which means Shedeur Sanders is going to start. You guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm not a Shedeur Sanders hater. I hope that the kid succeeds. I hope to see him play well. But based off of what I saw from the first game, he definitely struggled. And I know you got the nerves going in. A lot of it wasn't just his fault. He has no he didn't have much of a passing or a rush defense either. So what am I talking about? They couldn't stop the rush is what I was saying. But anyways, the pass rush. But anyways, I kind of like the Browns here, man. Plus 170 for the Browns and the Raiders. Like, it's hard for me to take the Raiders, man, especially minus 3.5. You're not going to see me playing that. The Raiders have struggled both offensively and defensively as well. If we pull these up, we can take a look at what Covers has. Covers has this game 18-20, and they have the Raiders covering a 2.5 point spread, but they don't have them covering a 3.5 point spread where that line is moved. If you look at the defense versus the offense for the Browns versus the Raiders, you can see the Browns offense is ranked 26th in rush and then ranked 31st in pass yards. So they had the worst passing offense in the league, and then they have bottom 5 in terms of rushing yards. If you look at the defenses for the Raiders, 15th ranked rush defense with the 17th ranked pass defense, so kind of middle of the pack. Offensively, you're not looking at much from the Raiders either. They have the 30th ranked rush offense with the 27th ranked pass offense. 2 terrible numbers. If you look at the defense for the Browns at least have a defense to show for. They got the 14th ranked rush defense, and then they have the 1st ranked pass defense, barely giving up any pass yards. So I can see the Raiders struggling to move the ball, man. This is going to be a very low scoring game in my opinion. I'm going to run with the Browns. I'm going to trust a struggling Shedeur, or a Shedeur that's probably going to struggle here. I mean, he doesn't have very much to work with either. But I'm gonna take the Browns to get a win. I think Judkins can carry them here. I think he can move the ball on the Raiders much easier than they're going to be able to run the ball on Cleveland personally. So I'm going to trust the Browns here to get a win, but plus 170. You're going to see me put some money on this game. Just throwing it out there. Next game I want to talk about is going to be the Jags taking on the Cardinals. We got Jacksonville minus 127 on the road, a 2.5 point spread with a 47.5 total. 69% of the money is on the Jags, and then you got 52% of the money on the Jags covering 2.5 points, which I think they cover that at plus 101, which is great value on that play. If you look at the Jaguars, they have a 60% win rate, 6 of their last 10. If you look at the Cardinals, 30% win rate, 3 of their last 10. Cardinals on a 2-game loss streak. They've won 1 of their last 3, or actually they've won 1 of their last 7 games. They have not looked good, or 8 games. They have not looked very good. And you look at the Jags, they've won 2 of their last 3. So Jags coming off a dominant win versus the Chargers, and then you got San Francisco dominating the Cardinals. The Cardinals have not looked very good. I'm expecting our man Travis Etienne to dominate in this game. I don't think the Cardinals are going to be able to stop the run. And I think this is just going to be a good victory for the Jags, in my opinion. Now, I've been high on the Jags all season. I thought the Jags were going to be a good team running into this. 6-4. I'm not going to lie. I had the Chargers last week beating them, and they dominated the Chargers. So I'm going to run with the Jags on the road again versus Arizona. I think they get this dub. We take a look at these two teams offensively and defensively. First of all, this game is projected 23.8-23. So they got the Jags barely winning. They got Arizona covering a 2.5 point spread. Taking a look at the offense versus the defense. You got the 9th ranked rush offense and the 22nd ranked pass offense versus the 15th ranked rush defense and the 19th ranked pass defense. So you got rushing game looking better for the Jags than it is for the Cardinals defense, then vice versa, you got the opposite. So you got the better passing defense versus a worse passing offense, and Trevor Lawrence has just really struggled, man. If you look at Arizona's offense, Arizona has a 24th ranked rush offense with a 12th ranked pass offense versus a second-ranked rush defense. They have not given up very many rush yards, but you look at their passing defense has been pretty much horrendous. So for me, it's going to be Jags. There's not really much more I need to say. I think the Jags win this game. If you're against it, you can take Arizona for plus money at home. It's not a bad play. I'm just going to run Jags money line. I'm probably not going to touch the -2.5. It is plus money. That's not a bad play. I think they cover by 3 on the dot. I think 3 is a good number, and for me, it's going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars getting the dub. Next game we have is the Falcons versus the Saints. This game could be a little bit competitive. You can get Atlanta for plus 121 at home. I will say I'm not going to dive too deep into this one. You got to look at some of the injuries on here. Penix is obviously out. I mean, there's just so many injuries over here for the Falcons, man. But they're playing against the Saints. What have the Saints done? They beat Carolina. Like, I'm about to throw some more. Cool Ryan wants to throw some Carolina shade. I might take the shades off real quick. Carolina sucks. Anyway, that's for the guy who got mad about it last time. Anyways, I'm not that much of a Carolina hater, but they got whooped up on by the Saints last week, and I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, so I can't say too much, but I can talk my trash. Anyways, if you look at – what am I looking at? Okay, dude, this is confusing me for a second there. I forgot they were on a bye week last week, so it was 2 weeks ago when they beat Carolina. Carolina just ended up beating the Falcons, so the Falcons lost to Carolina. The Saints beat Carolina. So if you look at it that way, based off their last game, then technically the Saints are better, right? No, not in my opinion. I think the Falcons are going to beat the Saints in New Orleans. I don't think New Orleans has looked very good. The Saints have struggled a lot to move the ball in pretty much every category, and I just don't think they're going to – I mean, I think the Falcons can hold up and get a win here today. Or tomorrow. So that's what I think about that game. The last game I'm going to talk about is going to be the Eagles taking on the Cowboys. We got Cowboys plus 148 at home, plus 3 on the spread, 47.5 point total. If you look at public betting, 46% of the money's on the Cowboys, majority of the money's on the Eagles at minus 150. Then if you look at the spread, Cowboys plus 3 has 52% of the money. Let's talk about these two teams. All right, so Eagles 4-game win streak. They've looked pretty dang good lately, man. They beat Green Bay 10-7. They beat the Lions 16-9. They haven't looked bad, man. They've looked really good. If you look at the Cowboys just won their last game versus the Raiders, but their defense is non-existent, man. I want to take the Cowboys. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I can't put money on this game and not take the Cowboys. This is gonna be a biased approach, and this is gonna be like realistically. If somebody held a gun to me right now and said, pick the winner of this game, I'm taking the Eagles. I'm just going to throw it out there. But at plus 148, man, my team versus the rival Eagles, you can't see me put money on the Eagles because there's no way in heck I can root against the Cowboys tomorrow. So I will probably have $100, $150 on Dallas just to get the upset for fun so I can pull for my team and I can talk my ish if they win. But realistically, it's probably not going to happen with the way the Eagles have been playing. The Eagles have stepped it up. They started out very, very weak, in my opinion. They should have 3 or 4 losses right now, in my opinion. They got lucky in a few games, and lately they've looked pretty dang good. So I think they're going to be the better team tomorrow. I do think Dallas keeps this game close, a 3-point spread. I could see Philly covering 3. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's gonna be a good game. It's not gonna be a blowout. I don't think. I think it's gonna be good. Dallas has been so explosive on offense. If you look at these two teams, according to covers, they have it projected Dallas 24.3, and then they have Philly 24. So covers actually has Dallas winning this game. They have it Dallas plus 3 as the move for this game. Looking at the team's offensive stats. We can look at Dallas's rush defense, 24th in the league, pass defense 30th, one of the worst defenses in the league. You look at the offense for the Eagles, 17th ranked rushing offense, 28th ranked passing offense. They haven't thrown the ball very much, but I think that number is a little bit skewed as well. Dallas offense, Dallas has one of the better offenses, 12th ranked rush offense, and the first-ranked passing offense in terms of yards per game, getting almost 260 pass yards per game. Dak has been on fire. Pickens has been on fire. CD is CD. We got some offensive weapons that's been pretty good this season so far. If you look at the Phillies, the Eagles side of things on defense, they have the 19th ranked rush defense and then the 15th ranked pass defense. So, I told you I'm going to run with the Cowboys. It is mainly because I'm a Cowboys fan. If I wasn't a Cowboys fan, you'd probably see me take the Eagles. But right, I got to run with Cowboys, man. I'm going to pick the Cowboys. I'm putting the Cowboys in my pick'em app too. I don't care about winning my league when it comes to this game. I have to run with Dallas. If they get the upset, you're going to see a happy, cool Ryan. But that's what I got for this slate, man. Buccaneers versus Rams. I'm probably just going to take the Rams. Buccaneers have been struggling as well. Let's jump into some player props. Let's lock in a slip live, guys. So the first play that I want to take for the day is going to be for our man Travis Etienne. Etienne is one of my favorite plays on the slate. What's going on here? If I could spell his name, it'd be a little bit better. But Travis Etienne, I thought it had 2 T's for some reason. Anyways, rushing yards. I like his rushing yards at 39.5. It's a great line. You can get him at 49.5. You can take him at 39.5. I think he rushes for 40 yards versus Arizona all day. If you look at Arizona's rush defense, 16th ranked in the league. To running backs, it's 19th. They give up almost 100 yards per game on average to running backs. Rush attempts for Etienne, he's averaging 15.4 per game. He's had 20, 16, and 19 in his last 3 games. They do run the ball 45% of the time. He's the leading rush share. He's going to share it with Tutton. He gets 52% of the rush share. So majority of the rushes is going to go to our man Travis Etienne. Bro, I got to take these glasses off. It is driving me crazy because I can't barely read the words on the screen, and now my eyes hurt. Okay. All right. Gosh. Y'all didn't see that. All right, we're going back to the glasses. I can't. It was bright, bro. That crap was bright. Anyways, Travis Etienne, 39.5, great move, or great play in my opinion. We're going to click NFL here. We're going to type in Etienne. We're going to come down here to Travis. We're going to hit 39.5 rush, and we're going to see a 1.5x, which is a pretty dang good payout here for our man Etienne. Come over here to, oops. All right, so who am I pairing with? We locked it in on Prizepicks. We paired it with, Drake May, guys. I'm sure y'all didn't see that one coming. All right, Drake May, pass yards, 224.5. It's a 1.8x on Prizepicks. We're going to see what it is on parlay play, and you're going to see me lock this in live. So coming over here, Drake May, 224.5 passing yards. I like this line a lot, guys. Drake May has looked very, very good this season so far. Coming over here, if I can find pass yards, first of all. Dude. All right, pass yards. His original line is 249.5. I'm taking him to 225. I think he gives us 225. He's cashed at 9 of 11 games on the season. He's averaging 258 pass yards per game. He's going against the worst pass defense in the league, giving up 257 passing yards per game. Come down here, they throw the ball 53% of the time, run the ball 47% of the time. You look at the rush attempts, Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson, obviously going to split the run share around 30% of the time each. Then you got Drake May, who scrambles quite a bit at 22% of the rush share. So majority of it is going to be passing by a very small margin. This is in Cincinnati, guys. Lots of money on the Patriots. I could realistically see the Bengals pull an upset. Do I think it happens? No. I think the Patriots are a very good team this season, and I think that they're going to continue to win. But right now versus the Bengals, man, I think this game is going to be competitive enough to where Drake May will at least continue to throw the ball for at least 225 pass yards. I think he gives us around 140, 150 in the first half, and I think we're good to go. So I like Drake May here. I'm pairing him. You got a 1.8x on Prizepicks if you try to decide to lock it in. If you take it on parlay play, we can take a look. Drake May, 224.5. We'll just take 219 here, and you have a 1.86 payout. So you have a much better payout, and it's lower line for Drake May, so 220. So that's what you're going to see me lock in. Cool Ryan's putting 2 units on it because I like this play a lot. Cool Ryan has balls, boy. I'm telling you right now. It's a $500 slip right here. You can see ETN with Drake May, 500 to win 930. ETN, 39.5. Drake May, 219, which is better than Prizepicks for a better payout. So lock it in on parlay play. Code Fantasy Aces on parlay play. Get you that free month of VIP. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the next slip that I locked in right here for Prizepicks. Let me fire emoji this in the Discord real quick. Both these lines most likely get bumped. I locked in this slip. I'm showing it to you now because if you waste 10 more minutes, it might get bumped. So I'm taking it. Cam Ward and then JSN. Now, Cam Ward, 193.5 pass and rush yards combined versus Seattle. They're going to be throwing the ball. I think Seattle wins this game. It's going to be a good spot for Cam Ward to get some I would say stats. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is going to be a good spot for Cam Ward in my opinion. JSN, the Seattle wide receiver, 93.5 rushing or passing yards. These 2 lines are lower on Prizepicks than any other platform that I've checked so far. They were down by quite a few. I think it was like 198.5 for Cam Ward. It could be different by now. But anyways, you're getting better value on Prizepicks for a 3x. I'm locking it in. If you want to play goblins on either of these, don't worry about it and just play it. Trust your gut. So Cam Ward right now on parlay play. First, we click NFL. Cam Ward, we got him for 193.5 pass and rush yards, right? 189.5 is the closest we can get on parlay play, and then we paired him with JSN. And then we got him at 93.5. So, yes, 98.5 on parlay play. That's the best line you can get. This is a 3.07x. So, you're getting better value for JSN here. Now, that's a high line, 98.5. 93.5 is very high as well. Don't get me wrong. I hate playing receiving yards a lot of the time, but when you find a value, man, you just gotta take a chance on it sometimes. And looking at him, his receptions per game, he's averaging 7 receptions per game on the season, 7.2 to be exact. He's averaging almost 10 targets. He had 12 his last game. That was versus the Rams. He's going against a team that gives up 27th in the league to wide receivers in terms of receptions allowed. They give up 13 receptions per game on average. If you come over here to receiving yards at 93.5, let's take that line. You can see he's catched it 8 of 10 games on the season. Dude's averaging 115 receiving yards per game. So this is versus a team that gives up one of the worst receiving defenses in the league, giving up almost 167.4 per game. So this is a great matchup for our man, JSN. I'm expecting him to have a big game, and 93.5, I'm willing to put some money on it. And as you guys see, I put 100 to win 300. It is locked in. If you want to lock it in on parlay play, you can do the same slip. I'm not going to because the value is better on Prizepicks for that slip, and that's what I locked in. So that's what I got in for today, guys. We can go and pull up Cam Ward real quick, first of all. Let's talk about this play. Pass and rush yards, 193.5. He has cashed this in 6 of his 10 games this season. He's averaging 203.3. He's going against a team that has a pretty good defense, man. The Seahawks have a 14th ranked passing defense and the 6th ranked rushing defense. They only give up 93.5 rushing yards per game. Now, what you have to look at is that versus quarterbacks as well. So let's take a look. Could be worse, could be better. You always got to check that. Pretend like we haven't looked. Come over here to rush yards. Then we're going to look at quarterback. So from quarterback, overall, they give up 6th. But to the quarterback, they have a bottom 10 or almost a bottom 10 defense, giving up at least 20 rushing yards per game to the quarterback on average. So this is a good spot for him. Pass and rushing yards, you can see they pass the ball 65% of the time. The main reason for this is also because they lose about every single game, so they're always playing from behind. They're going to have to throw the ball. I'm expecting the same outcome here for Cam Ward. Maybe he scrambles a few times, gives us 30 or 40 rush yards. That would be freaking awesome. I do think he gives us at least 193.5 pass and rush yards combined. Lock in the slip. So those are the 2 slips we locked in, guys. Lock them in if you like them. Fade them if you don't. Cool Ryan out. We're going 4-0 today, and then hopefully we can do the same thing on NBA.